Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. How do you pass the time during those rainy days stuck at home? Your video game collection proves no thrills, and you've watched more TV than you care to admit. So what's next? How about these 10 at-home science experiments to pass the time? They're safe, easy to pull off, and would be approved by any parent, for the most part. Before we get started, and perhaps before you blow up the kitchen doing one of these experiments, go ahead and give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell to be notified automatically whenever we upload a new video. Number 10. Color-changing milk. When milk's staple color of off-white does nothing for you, perform this experiment for a tie-dye effect. Simply pour milk into a dinner plate to where it's about a 1/4 inch deep. Then add red, yellow, green, and blue food coloring to the milk, placing the drops close together. Take a clean cotton swab and simply dab the center of the milk, but don't stir. Now add a drop of liquid dish soap to the clean end of the swab and place it in the milk, holding it there for 15 seconds. What you should get is a burst of color, like a milky firework. The reaction stems from the soap's ability to break up and collect nonpolar fat molecules, leading to a colorful display as the fat molecules are collected by the soap molecules. Number 9. Slime time. Here's an experiment to gross out your parents with, and all it takes is a 1/4 cup of water, 1/4 cup of Elmer's glue, 1/4 cup of liquid starch, food coloring, and a mixing bowl and spoon. To create your own gooey slime, mix the glue and water in the bowl. Once completely combined, add 6 drops of your choice of food color. Consider green, just to give it that perfect slime hue. When the color is ideal, stir in the liquid starch. What should be in your bowl is a blob of colorful goo that you should be able to pick up and stretch. Creating the slimy texture is a series of polymer strands found in the glue and starch which link together to form a durable, stretchy substance. Number 8. The Foamy Fountain. Now we're moving into parental guidance territory, so be sure to have an adult or nearly adult around and protective eyewear for this experiment. What you'll need to create your own fountain of foam is a 16-ounce plastic bottle, 1/2 cup of 20-volume hydrogen peroxide, 1 tablespoon of dry yeast, 3 tablespoons of warm water, liquid dish soap, food coloring of your choice, and a small cup. What you'll be doing is creating a foam from an exothermic reaction, or one that creates heat. To start, add hydrogen peroxide to the soda bottle, followed by 8 drops of your desired food coloring. Then add 1 tablespoon of the dish soap and mix it by gently shaking the bottle. In your small cup, add the warm water and yeast and mix for 30 seconds. When you combine the yeast mixture into the soda bottle, prepare for a fun, easy-to-clean-up mess. Number 7. Diet Coke and Mentos. Chances are you've seen this reaction before, but it's a classic we can't pass up. Gather a bottle of Diet Coke, a package of Mentos, and, if you want to avoid a mess, a tube. Simply open the Coke and, all at once, place half of the Mentos package into the Coke. You'll need a tube or funnel, so they're added at the same time. Almost instantly, you'll be met with a geyser of Diet Coke caused by what many believe to be a reaction between the carbon dioxide in the Coke and the dimples on the Mentos candy. When the candy is added to the Coke, it speeds up the release of carbon dioxide gas, and the dimples allow a mass amount of bubbles to form, leading to the eruption. Number 6. Traveling water. This experiment demonstrates cohesion, and all you'll need to do it is a length of string, some water, 2 glasses, and tape. Cut the string to roughly 2 feet in length and fill one of your 2 glasses to the halfway point. Soak the string for 10 seconds in the water and using your fingers, wring out the excess water. Now hold one end of the string above the empty glass and the other end into the glass with water, using your index finger to keep the string along the bottom of the rim as you pour. Start slowly and pour faster, and watch the liquid transfer glasses. Number 5. Make your own lava lamp. These popular lamps from the 60s have started to make a comeback, but nobody says you have to spend upwards of $50 to enjoy one. In fact, all you need is a bottle, vegetable oil, water, food coloring, and Alka-Seltzer. First, take your bottle and fill it almost to the top with vegetable oil and fill the rest with water. You'll notice the water sinking to the bottom. Add some food coloring of your choice, which will sink to the bottom and mix with the water. To get that lava flow moving, simply break the Alka-Seltzer into small pieces and add them one at a time. Due to the differences in the polarity and density of water and oil, the two won't mix. And though real lava lamps don't use oil and Alka-Seltzer, the science behind them is essentially the same. Number 4. Egg into a bottle. Remember this trick? Some of you may have done or seen something just like it in school. Start by getting yourself a wide-mouth glass bottle. Next, rub a little bit of vegetable oil around the mouth of the bottle. You'll want to hard-boil your eggs and then peel them. Once peeled, take some paper and, using a lighter, ignite one end of it and drop it into the bottle, flame side down, quickly placing the peeled egg on the top of the bottle, and watch as it gets pulled in, staying intact. Can't get the egg back out of the bottle? Well, try blowing into the neck while holding the bottle upside down. Number 3. RealLife Waterbending. Probably the cheapest activity on our list. All you need is a nylon comb and access to a water faucet to prove the power of static electricity. Turn the water faucet on until it is in a small, steady stream. Once done, run the comb through your hair several times. About 15 to 20 times should do it. Now slowly move the teeth of your comb towards the stream of water, roughly 3 to 4 inches below the faucet itself. As you move the comb closer to the stream, you'll notice the stream bends more and more. This is a great experiment to do, and you'll finally have your hair combed. Number 2. Make a paperclip float on water. To do this, all you need is a wide bowl filled with water and 2 paper clips. Start by bending the paper clip into an L shape and carefully place the unfolded paper clip across the smaller side of the L-shaped clip. Now slowly and carefully lower the paper clip into the water. You'll notice that the unfolded clip will begin to float. This is due to surface tension, and it's more of a suspension than true floating. Either way though, this is pretty awesome to us. Number 1. Water and fire. Take 1 candle, a plate, some water, a narrow glass, and matches, and you have yourself the makings of a quick, easy, and fun science experiment. Place the candle in a plate filled with water. Light the candle, and immediately cover it with the glass. As the fire burns, it will increase the pressure in the glass, which will push against the water. But once that flame extinguishes, the pressure lets up, allowing water to flow into the glass. Voila! Science! Thanks for watching. Now go and experiment. Oh, but before you go, if you learned something from this video, please give it a like. Let us know in the comments below which one of these experiments caused you to get grounded by your parents. And remember to click the bell so you get notified whenever the team here at Top 10 Archive uploads a new video.